Welcome to another episode of Life After Mental Illness. I'm Bill McPhee. Today I took a question or a letter from Evelyn, and Evelyn talked about volunteering, and even though she was volunteered for so many times, when a position came open she would apply for it but never get the job. And I explained a little bit in this vlog today about volunteering and the need for creating opportunity where the mentally ill can thrive with opportunity, because we're so underemployed. And then tomorrow, come back tomorrow, because I'm going to be talking about how important it is to understand your mental illness. So, enjoy today's video and come back tomorrow. And remember, recovery is when you want to be anyone else other than who you are today. And there is life after mental illness. Hi. Today I told you that I was going to read a letter from Evelyn, and it has to do with volunteering and employment. So I'm going to read this and then I'm going to basically comment on it. So Evelyn writes, she says, "Hi Bill, I watched your video on how to get employed after being diagnosed with a mental illness. I too have a mental illness and know of others in my area who have as well. I have done some volunteering at a local library and didn't get employed there, even though I applied for several different positions. I know of others in my area who have had the same problem. I don't believe volunteering is the answer to getting employment. How does one survive on volunteering unless you have another source of income to rely on? I'm not talking about relying on the government, as that will give you very little income. How does your self-esteem rise when you are being used? If you enjoy volunteering and don't expect a job, that is great, but not if you want a job. I don't believe in being discriminated for being mentally ill. I went and took college courses by distance at, thank goodness disability pension paid for it, as now I am not able to be employed. I am around your age and I am sure I am being discriminated because of my age. The only way I survive is by relying on my husband's income and my disability pension. So now I have opened up a home business hoping that will bring in some income. There needs to be more advocating for the mentally ill and their potential to get a job. We need to be able to support ourselves." You know, Evelyn brings up some great, points. It is so very, very true that people with mental illness are definitely underemployed or not employed at all. And one of the things that happens is that we get stable, we get our lives back together, but we don't have a job to go to or some income or something like that. And work is so very, very important. I truly believe that in most cases people should work. But there lies the problem. Where lies the problem is in opportunity. Evelyn and others have maybe volunteered at the library and, did a good job, but was bypassed or looked over when they're actually hiring for people. And this happens all the time. The root cause, and this happens to thousands of people. Thousands of people with mental illness are well enough to work, but the opportunity is not there. Now, that's the key. I mentioned opportunity. I want to tell you a little story about opportunity, and I'm going to use my wife as an example. My wife comes from the Philippines. She grew up there, and the Philippines has a great educational system. Right from real little, the kids go to kindergarten right up through school. They learn English and everything like that. So a lot of people with Filipino, their English is great. But what happens is they go through the school system and they get out, and they might even go to college, but they get out and there's no work, there's no jobs, there's no opportunity. So a lot of people who are from the Philippines go travel and work other places, go to other countries and that. But anyways, so the point is, when my wife came over to Canada, one of the very first things that she did was she went to a high school computer class. It was a free classes at the high school in the evening where you can learn computer, learn Word, Excel, the internet, things like that. And she actually did that, and she went there, and that was something she gained a skill because that opportunity was there. Then what she did is that then she got out of there, and she was able to work and get a job, and she was able to eventually get her driver's license and get a car. There's another opportunity because we live in the land of opportunity. So then she, down the road, she says she's going to take a bookkeeping course. So she does a corresponding bookkeeping course. And she does that, and then she goes to Niagara College for bookkeeping, and she takes that. There's another opportunity. And then down the road, too, she wanted to do something else, and so she took a PSW, a personal support worker course. There was the opportunity to do that. You see, the point is that opportunity is lacking. And that's what I'm trying to do with Ambassadors for Mental Wellness, the non-for-profit that I'm the executive director for. Because I see it all the time. People get stable on meds, they get feeling okay, but they're stuck. They want to do something, and even when they want to volunteer, they'll go to a mental health organization and say, I want to volunteer. But there's nothing there for them to do. There's a lot of hype about volunteering, but when actually somebody wants to do a volunteering job, there's nothing for them to do. They don't know how to put them to work, volunteering. But the point is that we have to find areas where there's going to be opportunity. And that's why I'm so excited about Ambassadors for Mental Wellness, because part of that, our organization, we have a 78-acre working ranch that we are in the process of developing courses, developing work, getting people back to work. And that's very, very exciting. And what I do, one of the prerequisites of when we take people in to start training them and creating programs is they have to go through my Bright Future program, which I have. But Evelyn, you make great points here, and I'm not going to argue with you and say that it's easy to find a job or anything like that, because you hit the nail. You hit the nail right on the head. That's exactly what happens, and there's thousands of people out there with mental illness that could do jobs. I remember getting a lady, a letter from a lady, and said, you know what, my son may have a disability, but I'm sure he could do a mailman's job. I'm sure he could deliver mail. Why can't he get a job at the post office and deliver mail or certain things like that? And it's so true that the mentally ill are so underemployed, and that is a real problem. But I'm trying to do something about that. I'm trying to create a course through our Ambassadors for Mental Wellness with our partnership with iCancer to create opportunities. And that's what we have to do. So we have to think in our minds, when I do something, when I try something, is this going to open up an opportunity, or is there opportunity there? And that's the key word. Okay, so anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about today. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about understanding your illness, how important it is to understand your illness. So come back tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day. And remember, recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anyone else other than who you are today. And there is life after mental illness. Hi, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And also be able to send me your questions at bill@billmcphee.com. As well, for more information, go to BillMcPheeRecoveryExpert.com. Links will be in the description below. Come back for another vlog tomorrow, and remember, recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anybody else other than who you are today. And there is life after mental illness. Have a great day.